Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ghost from GhostszMusic.com, and today we're talking about Google Stadia. As a developer, I kind of have mixed feelings about Google Stadia, which is Google's gaming streaming platform. What they're trying to do is bring their servers and their server stations and networking infrastructure to a single application to allow you to seamlessly play your games from mobile devices, web, Chromecast, any sort of streaming device, basically. Anything that supports it. And they say that latency will not be an issue, especially with slower Wi-Fi enabled devices such as Chromecast, where they're only really made for streaming Netflix, Hulu, sort of just video streaming sites. And I kind of have a mixed opinion about it. Okay, we're going to be paying $100 a year to be using their infrastructure to stream the game. But a lot of questions they haven't answered, and I kind of want to go over them with the pros and the cons for them. We know that we're going to be paying $100 a year. I do not know if they're actually going to charge us for the games. They were showing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and yes, it was running phenomenal on all the devices. However, if I do have to pay $60 on top of the $100 a year, that plan kind of seems unfeasible. For that, I'd buy a console and I can be able to play there, and I won't have to worry about streaming online just to play the game. Two, on top of that, like, let's say we don't pay for the game, we only pay for the streaming service, but is it going to be a situation where everything's treated like mobile games, where you're just sitting there and you have microtransactions on top of microtransactions, and are they going to be paying the developer based on the amount of time that they're actually engaging with the game, or is it going to be more of just whatever is the standard fee for whatever game that you're playing? Everybody gets a set amount of money. Is it going to be something like that, or is it going to be just outrageous? Because these are also things that we must keep in mind, because if they're getting paid for engagement time, then I'm 100% sure that game companies are going to kind of abuse the system to favor more towards their monetization practices, on top of putting microtransactions in the game. Then we also have to keep in mind that what happens if you're in a rural setting. I've seen both sides of the spectrum on the internet connection. I'm from New York City. I've had the fastest internet that I could possibly have, gigabit internet. I moved to the Midwest, where I also had gigabit internet from Google through their fiber program. And I've also been on a farm where our download speed is 5 megabits and our upload is 1. So I know how bad internet can possibly be, especially when you have 4 devices jumping on top of it. But you're gonna tell me that these games will seamlessly play even with my my slow internet speed, when generally it takes me about a day to download a 6 gigabyte file, especially like Portal Knight or something like that. I'm kind of skeptical about it. And what happens if my internet dies? Am I just getting a save state in that specific moment, or is it going to constantly keep talking back and forth? There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong within this whole system. I understand that what they're trying to do and what they're trying to bring to the end consumer, and it's a very good idea. However, in practicality, in just a practical sense, it's kind of a little bit fucked up. I don't think Google 100% understands just the internet speeds in general for people that, like myself, that right now are on a farm where, again, our download is 5 megabits and our upload is 1. They may have a way to work around it, but right now, as is, YouTube videos take me about a day and a half, depending on just upload, depending on how good the internet is going to be for that day. So there are a lot of things that are just out of the control of Google to say that it's 100% viable. People that are more in cities where they have faster internet, especially gigabit, no problem. This service would be lovely for them. But as for myself here, it kind of gets iffy at that point. I don't know if it's going to 100% work here, or they're going to just send me a lower signal, so my game is at a lower frame rate with a lower display, just like they do with YouTube. And if that's the case, that it just fluctuates from graphical fidelity, this may work. However, it's still going to leave a bitter taste in my mouth, because I'm going to be playing and the game's going to be at like 480p. And then I have to, like, my internet becomes a little bit more stable and then it starts to look a little bit better. But jumping back and forth, especially playing a game, I'm 100% sure that somebody is going to get motion sickness coming in just playing with that. Because sometimes it does mess up it messes with me a little bit watching YouTube videos, seeing the seeing everything jump, especially with the 1080p's down to the 480s. Sometimes 240 is all that we can stream over here. So I'm 100%. I do want to see it in practice, and I do want to get my hands on it before I actually like completely crucify it and say, you know, it's a bad situation. I have applied to be part of the Google Stadia team, or just to get my feet wet with development for it. But as is, I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know 100% about it. So I'm not gonna completely crucify it. I just want to see it in practice before I can tell everybody, like, hey, stay away from it or do this thing, especially for the monetization part of it. That's going to play the biggest part, and I believe, in the way that people are going to adopt it. But I may be wrong. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy the content. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, make sure to share these videos. Without that, we can't grow the channel and hopefully one day be able to monetize. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.